So what's going on, guys? Mr. Dalek JD here, and in today's video we have brand new World War II zombie details, which is literally a world exclusive. This is stuff which has never been seen on the internet before. This is the first time these details will be available on the internet. So if you're excited, drop a thumbs up, let me know your thoughts as we get onto it. Here we go. All of this information comes from Game Informer. They are the world's largest video game magazine, and they usually have exclusive scoops for games. And for the month of September, they are going to have non-stop World War II information released every day. They teased about their coverage yesterday by releasing a small trailer which showed brand new multiplayer gameplay, but they've also managed to visit the studio to learn about campaign multiplayer and to get hands-on with zombies. So during the month of September, there's going to be a lot of exclusive stuff from them, and if there's anything juicy about zombies, you'll see it here on the channel. Now, with their issue released this month, it has the entire scoop of World War II info, including zombies, with brand new screenshots as well. Now, since this magazine does cost money, I want to respect Game Informer, so I'm not going to be showing you images of the magazine pages themselves, but I will be, of course, relaying all the information that they managed to get from their visit. And if you do want to visit Game Informer and learn more about their magazine as well as their site for all sorts of gaming news, I'll link it in the description. Okay, now we've got that out of the way, let's move on to the juicy gameplay details that you've been waiting for. Now, I'm going to make a separate video discussing more of the backstory plot to how the zombies come to be, because they mention that a lot, but you're here specifically for the gameplay details, and boy, this is crazy. So, we're starting it off. We went hands-on with the new zombies mode, and one of the immediate takeaways was not only does the mode feature core loadouts you can customize and develop as you play through, which sounds like wall kits to me, but also permanent unlocks that function sort of like traditional perks through gameplay, something a bit more tangible than consumable gumballs. Now, they mentioned in the Comic-Con panel that they weren't going to have gumballs or gubblegum, but something that seemed a little bit more like a different system, which was more rewarding to those that play a lot. So there's permanent unlocks that function sort of like traditional perks through gameplay. This is interesting. So it's their sort of take on gobblegums, but they're not consumables. They're not something that you'll have once and then they're gone. These are going to be permanent unlocks that you'll use to help you with the fight. This is more of an RPG light experience than previous iterations of the mode, with 4 core classes to jump right in with: offense, control, support, and medic. Now, we need to take a minute to stop right there, because what? Zombies is going to have core classes. The last time I've heard of any core class in a co-op mode was with Extinction. When you had Extinction, you had classes specific for medics to revive, stuff to drop ammo, stuff like that. And with this, it sounds like they're going to be going down the same route. So this is going to have 4 core classes: offense, control, support, and medic. Let me know what you think of this. They go on to say you can customize these template loadouts via permanent progression elements you unlock from playthrough to playthrough. So that pretty much confirms that, just like with IW and Black Ops 3, there is going to be a XP system. Casual players who are often frustrated from ramming their head over and over into the zombie challenge should find this to be a serious blessing and a potential boon to accessibility over previous zombie modes, but the hardcore fans shouldn't despair. Surviving to round 13 and only delving around the critical path, we only made it around 25% through the zombie experience in our play session. The opening plays out as expected, a quaint little picturesque hamlet that would look perfect lit up for the holidays, with carts milling around and the smell of fresh pretzels and schnitzel wafting out of gingerbread house windows. The brief opening moments of respite are immediately cut short as you are funneled underground into an abandoned salt mine. There's all the traditional boarding up of windows and collection of currency to unlock areas, but the divergent path seemed to offer more options than previous zombie iterations. It's very interesting there. So, of course, we have the normal currency, which we now know is energy killed from zombies to open areas, but apparently there are more divergent paths which seem to offer more options than previous zombie maps. So I don't know exactly what they mean by that. Perhaps there's some sort of alternate currency or energy you can use, maybe like an afterlife sort of thing. I don't know. Now, this is really interesting because this next bit sounds like either we have specialists in zombies, or this could be what they meant by the permanent perk sort of things, because this is being enabled exactly like you would a specialist or like the fate and fortune cards in IW. So here we go. They say, one of my selected special abilities allows me to fill up a meter and then unleash hell with unlimited ammunition for a limited period, something I quickly learned to time along with difficult waves or encounters. So that's a first confirmed special ability that we have inside of World War II Zombies, is that you could fill up a meter a lot like the specialist meter, and you could unleash hell, which I'm assuming by that they mean some sort of very powerful weapon with unlimited ammo for about 30 seconds or so. Ultimate abilities like this one are triggered by hitting R1 and L1 at the same time and weave nicely into the hectic gameplay. Unlike some other zombie experiences, this package includes both wave-based fare and location event-based encounters with foes. So this is really interesting. This sounds like they're really changing it up from just having a simple zombies map where you've got to open it up and you can use the areas as you want. There's some bits where the game is going to be wave-based, and then there's some where you have to go to specific locations in order to trigger certain events. After blasting through a few rooms, picking up new guns, buying armor from conveniently placed vending objects. Okay, hold on a moment, what? You can buy armor in zombies? This is new. They mentioned that this is conveniently placed vending objects. I don't know what exactly that means, but looks like you're going to be able to upgrade your health inside of zombies, not by getting a shield, but by buying armor. That's really interesting to see how they can figure out how you can indicate when your armor's getting low, what this looks like, if it costs money. Let's go into this more. And they say, and also encountering a massive statue of Frederick Barbarossa, Holy Roman Emperor and the subject of more than one legend. Here's the interesting bit here. We must charge up additional power to unlock Tesla weaponry by slaughtering batches of zombies in specific moving areas. This portion of the adventure takes us through a laboratory and a morgue with plenty of horror accoutrements splayed on the walls and machinery. Kills outside the zone keep the game and waves going, but we're advised that we definitely want to obtain the Tesla weapons to take on challenges to come. So this is something we've never heard before in zombies. It's almost like a hard point of sorts that's constantly moving, almost like you've got a payload that you've got to be standing around or within this zone killing zombies so that you can power up this thing to unlock Tesla weaponry. Now, of course you guys have heard of the Tesla word before, and this essentially means like electric weaponry, like the Wunderwaffe, for example. Not saying that they will have the Wunderwaffe DG2, but it's going to be something which will work like a Wunderwaffe. They say this die prediction proves true, as we're just on the cusp of unlocking the new tech when we're steamrolled by a combination of backlogged standard zombies and one of the Uber zombies. So this might be the one we saw from the trailer, who charges around from room to room, stomping, careening around objects and basting us in deadly fire. Now that's something we did not see in the trailer. Okay, so we got a new confirmed zombie type there, one which can charge from room to room, moving objects and basting the players in fire. Whilst it's slightly easier to pick up your friends in this version of zombies if you have a support medic style character on your team, it's not enough with this crazy creation ploughing through our ranks. So what if, with this, they're getting rid of some of the standard perks? Because if you think about it, quick revive is something which will make one person in that team the quote-unquote medic by being able to revive people quicker. But now there's specific loadouts which are suitable and made more suitable for those that want to play a medic style of play where you can revive people quicker. What if they're getting rid of some of our favorite perks and having them only in these loadouts? So you have to be very specific on which loadout you pick to get the certain perks you want. Oh my god. The final bits here, they say our mission ends at the hands of attrition and one giant abomination. The run was entertaining despite being stymied right before we could try out the Tesla guns, and there are more locations and mysteries I'm eager to explore on my next run through. Those looking for Easter eggs and secrets that are a core aspect of the COD Zombies experience, prepare for one of the most intense and challenging mysteries yet. While I can't tell you much about these secrets, Sledgehammer threatened to zombify us, I can tell you that searching for clues left behind by a toy maker will set you in the right direction. And this ties in so well with the story, as we know that Marie and Klaus Fischer's father was a toy maker, and this might confirm that he made these toys in this town of Mittelburg where we are going to be fighting in. Perhaps part of the Easter egg will involve finding notes that this toy maker has left behind in order to help us make weaponry big enough and powerful enough to destroy these guys, or perhaps there's a massive backstory involving him and it's clues where we can sort of find out if he's still alive or not. So holy crap, that is a lot of new gameplay details to sink our teeth into, and it's sort of hard to believe, but this really sounds like Zombies is changing a little bit here. We have a class loadout system. This is the first time Zombies has ever had that. Like I mentioned, the idea that perhaps certain perks are going to be tied to these certain loadouts, and you might not be able to get necessarily all of the perks that we know and love, as they might be locked to that specific loadout. Just to reiterate, those loadouts are offense, control, support, and medic. If you guys can have any ideas on what offense, control, and support could be, as we obviously know what a medic will do, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And they did mention that as you play through, you unlock permanent unlocks that function sort of like traditional perks through gameplay, which means they aren't consumable like the gumballs are. But thinking about it, both Black Ops 3 and IW have a microtransaction system with that sort of functionality, and I feel like it's just inevitable that we're never going to see microtransactions disappear from Zombies now. How exactly are they going to tie that in with the idea of the permanent unlocks which function like traditional perks? Perhaps they will have a system like gumballs where you unlock the sort of normal ones which are just always tied to your level, and then we do have some ultra or mega style ones which you can get through a system which are very similar to Bubblegum. We don't really know, but they've said they want to make sure everything fits the narrative and fits the theme, so they're not going to randomly just have gumballs inside of World War II. But like I said, world exclusive premiere of new details, and I doubt it, but I feel like if Game Informer got this much detail, then maybe they'll be releasing maybe snippets of gameplay, if not more images and specifics on the Zombies mode during September. Like I said, if there is anything, I'll be sure to update you guys, but man, bombshells dropped in this video. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed and you're excited and you want to hear more for World War II Zombies, make sure you smash that thumbs up button and share this round, because this is mind-blowing stuff. Hit that subscribe button for more, and make sure you're part of the notification squad by hitting that bell. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in another video soon.